Coach, this is such a special Green Bay. No tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. That's fielded in the end zone.
We go! 18 Gators. Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
Hill on first down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Here's Hill. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup, defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jared Cook out here of the new campaign. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now the man from UTEP. This is Aaron Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 21. Rodgers now on 1st down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Second down and goal. Rodgers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
7-7, our score after one.
Wait, 8, read.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check. 3 down, 3 down. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Check, 93's the mic, 93's. Go.
Out of the gun, Hill. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Check 9, check 9.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
61, match box, right.
Hill throwing once more. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jair Alexander in from the corner to make the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Get 300, get 300.
Rodgers now to throw again. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Recon, 152 fighters. 88. 22's coming, 22's coming. 5.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. It's Hill, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 20. 23-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They go play fake, and it's Hill. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, Keith. Hey, Orbit. Ready?
Off of play action, Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Hey, 626.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Jones has it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Rodgers throwing complete here to St. Brown. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Rodgers going to throw. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll run on 1st down. Benjamin trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A gain of 39 that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now this time he'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Lutz is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Let's go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Johnson's got it complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And McManus able to put it through, and that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will. I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On the counter, here's Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 2nd and 12, Hill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9.
He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for the Saints. 49 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Hill. Dancing to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Saints first down.
This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Hill now operating from the red zone. Caught by Nelson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are back within a single. Lutz with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken in at the 1.
Let's go.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That's good for 28 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check, check. 47.
On 2nd and goal. Rodgers. He's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And again, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, look at the juke. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They run it again with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Hill. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That's taken it around the 40. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
88.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
And just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Hey, 88.
Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
To throw is Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Here's Hill now after the interception. Flush to his right. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Escaping the pressure right. That'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Hey, Charlie. Go. You think you won't get this? Check, 93.
To throw again. Hill. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off near his own 48. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
26. 47 mic.
Rodgers now on first down. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. 23 yards the pickup there. On first down, Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Caught by Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on touchdown, Packers? Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled. Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game. And in the driver's seat right now. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Third and long. It's Hill. They'll roll him out right. They'll let it fly for Austin. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. So here we go on 4th. Hill. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Boy, going for it at this stage in the second half, back in the shadow of your own goalpost. Explanation, please, Mr. Davis. I'm not sure I'm going to give you a great one, but here's a thought that I had. I wonder if maybe instead of going for it with your offense and announcing your intentions, that maybe you run out your special teams and fake it. Because even though teams say, hey, we plan for the fake all the time, I know from experience, you look at the situation and say there's no way they're going to fake it here. They probably had a better chance if they tried it that way. Boy stays, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Throwing now is Rodgers. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
It's going to be a long day.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Throwing on third down, Hill. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 50 yards. They go play action here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. But you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offense...